So you recommend how often for people to get an acupuncture treatment for prevention?
For prevention, it depends on their level of stress. Like if somebody who, and it depends also on their personality type, because type A people might like tendency to have more anxiety, they're like more anxiety prone people. But once a week would be great for relaxation, stress reduction. Somebody who's actually treating ailment or has like an anxiety problem, like an anxiety diagnosis, would recommend 2 or 3 times a week until they kind of get it more under control. And in the meantime, they could do meditation, which is another thing that we do together. And that can help them, when they're at home, because it's not having the acupuncture and doing other things that I recommend, such as nutritionally herbal medicine, but it's what else is in your environment. Your hydration, your sleep, it's everything in life. Is the person exercising, moving their body? That's super important for health and well-being.
That's my thing, the movement. But I do a little bit, like I said, I'm not one of these people that goes overboard on anything. Right. I kind of live the middle line on everything. I love to move. I hate to exercise, so you won't catch me in a gym. But I get to move, minimum of 2 hours a day. I'm dancing and stretching, and then I love to meditate, and that wasn't always easy because technically, if you had to stick me in a box, I would be considered an ADD person, because my mind can just go a mile a minute thinking of all kinds of scenarios for 20 things at once. And so when, I started meditating, you have the idea that, oh my God, I'm never going to be able to meditate because my mind is constantly chattering. But you just sit and you do it and you do it and you do it. And eventually, the mind still talks, but then it's powerful stuff,
Right.
Because all the stuff that's unimportant goes away, and some really good ideas and inspirations have come through meditations for me.
Right.
So I think it's just doing a little bit. What would you recommend to someone that's listening right now that is in a situation that they feel very stressed? What would be your advice in terms of a little something that they can start doing right away?
Well, I think you said it brilliantly, that meditation is so important for stress reduction, and that a lot of people have the same kind of concern or complaint in the beginning when they start meditating, is that, oh, I can't quiet my mind, I just can't do it, I just keep thinking about things. Well, that's why I'm actually in the process of creating meditation CDs, so a person can start off with guided meditation, so they don't have to actually clear their mind of no thoughts. They can just listen to a guided meditation, which is going to take you through progressive muscle relaxation, deep breathing, a guided visualization, affirmations, and all of these positive thoughts, and also opening the space for quiet time, for conscious breathing, for your own downtime and your own meditation. So I think the best way to start is perhaps with a guided meditation, and then when a person becomes more used to that, more comfortable with that, then they could graduate, so to speak, into more and more longer periods of quietness. Right. And it doesn't have to start, like a person shouldn't try to start with like meditating for an hour. Start with 1 minute, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour. Slowly build it up gradually.
Slowly increase, right? If you can just take some little time and realize some of the guided meditation. So do you have any other plans for the future besides taking yourself to the corporate world for these wellness programs? You just mentioned that you're doing guided meditation CDs. And anything else that I don't know about that you haven't told me?
Well, those are the two main things. I'm working on the guided meditations, on producing those very soon, and I'll be doing the Indiegogo campaign for the crowd fundraising platform. And then I have many ideas, and even I've written many meditations already that are just in progress right now. That business is called Meditations for Success, and the website is already up. It's meditationsforsuccess.com. And so I'm working on both of those things in parallel are the main things at the
So you're
moment.
keeping quite busy. You have a young child too,
Yes,
right?
a 5-year-old.
So that keeps you quite busy.
Absolutely.
And you stay healthy and happy. And you're doing community acupunctures also for people that maybe don't have insurance or it's not covered under their insurance. You're doing like a low cost.
Right.
Can you talk a little bit about that?
Sure. So here in South Florida, we have Goddess Store and Studio. I am coming every Thursday at 10 a.m. and it's only $25 for participants for an hour session. The needles are in for half an hour, and we also do a meditation during the acupuncture.
This is Dr. Ahuva Gamliel from Mivaso.org and meditationsforsuccess.com, and you are listening to Radio Ear Network, Fort Lauderdale, Miami.